What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. So today I just got some rec gameplay with the build. Somebody was asking for it in the comments. So of course I'm gonna know, and when I see the comment and I can answer, I'm gonna try my best to answer it every time. So you want a rec gameplay? Here it is with the build. I'm probably just gonna commentate over it a little bit. It already happened, I already saved it. And then I'll show you guys the build first in case you haven't seen the build. And we'll get into that too. But you know how I like to finish my intros, always spread the word. So from Proverbs chapter 10 verse 9, the man of integrity walks securely, but he who takes crooked paths will be found out. So that's Proverbs chapter 10 verse 9. I honestly just looked up verse of the day because I moved some stuff around. I didn't feel like getting up. But so basically there's no security, no assurance in crooked paths, only certainty of getting tripped up and caught. Pretty much, you know, a lot of people try to hold on to secrets. A lot of people do things in the dark, you know, like the word says in itself, whatever's done in the dark is going to come to light. So even if you don't get found out of the stuff that you're doing privately, even if you don't get found out in this world, we all have to answer to the things that we do and our actions on that day of judgment anyway. So it's always easier and it's always better in the long run, whether how this kind of sounds contradictory, whether how difficult it may feel in the moment, it's always better in the long run to just tell the truth and to just do the right thing in private and in public. Don't be a hypocrite and say you do the right thing or do the right thing in public when people see you. Always try to do your best to be pure and be doing the right things that you're supposed to do. But that's that. You know what I'm saying? Just always like to spread the word. You know what I mean? So let's get into the video now. So this is the build that I got. You see I'm red plated right now. You know, I've been using this build a little bit more. I still actually, this is my first build. Haven't got up to the 99 yet. 6'5", 195, 6'9" wingspan. And these are his attributes. So he's pretty much primarily a slasher, and that's where I'm putting my cat breakers at. So I'm gonna put I chose defensive specialization, so I'm still working on that. And then I'm gonna put the cat breakers I get on vertical so I can get Hall of Fame poster. So with the cat breakers, once I put 3 to get the 85, that's what you need for Hall of Fame poster with the 96 driving. So the 2 cat breakers I get from defensive specialization, I'm gonna smack here. And then the one that I'm about to get for either the season or the crew awards, I'm gonna put here. I don't know where I'm gonna go after that, either steel, maybe midi for the Hall of Fame badges, maybe even pass sack, maybe. I don't know yet, haven't decided, but the good thing about this build is really versatile. So you can kind of switch it up and do what you want to do out of the build too. So that's where I'm at with this build. And so you can see the badges that I'm using too. So I don't have all my max plus 1s and 2s yet because I'm missing a few from stuff, but I'm going Legend Lightning Launch with the max plus 2 and gold immovable. And then I'm doing handles for days because I dribble a lot, especially if I'm running 2s, and then dimer. And then clutch gene, I'm just going box out beast for when I play 2s, and then set shot just to boost my 3 rating too. You can kind of move this one however you want to do, but when I play 2s, I like box out beast just so it helps me get box outs in those clutch moments. Basically, it's something small, minor, but that's just how I do it because I play a lot of 2s. So put it to the way your badges are. Specialization, if you guys don't know how to do the specialization, there's a few different methods. I dropped a video, and then you can also look up other methods on how to do it. You see where I was at. I was in Street King, so this is pretty much your best method. And then I just got 4 more of these to finish. This one shouldn't be hard. This one's gonna be easy. They're all easy. It's just time consuming, but sometimes you gotta sit down and grind. Takeover. So I have custom takes, and it all depends on how you want to play and where you play it. So when I play rec, I use pass sack and speed with ball, so I throw better passes. So I don't need that high pass sack. So if I put cat breakers on pass sack later, I'm gonna take this pass sack off and then just leave speed with ball. You know what I'm saying? So when I play 2s, I like 3 steal perimeter. Helps me get lane steals or maybe some plucks or bumps, I guess you can say. Perimeter just to help stay in front and get some bumps here and there, and 3 ball just because I do have the higher, but I really don't need it like that. I'll probably switch it to go speed with ball. Usually this is the one I use if I'm going for clips or like highlights. I go with this one here. Driving dunk, ball handle, speed with ball. Usually I go blur with all of them because I feel like blur is the best one because you get a lot of stuns with it. And then this one is literally just perimeter defense. So if I'm playing against a guard who seems like they have high offensive stats, I just do this and I go with glue takeover ability just for the defense. So those are the takes I use too. So that's pretty much most of the stuff. I guess I'll show you guys the SIGs I'm using. I'm still playing around with them. But these are the SIGs I'm using with the build. I'm not going to go too in depth with them because I'm still changing them and I kind of switched based off of what I'm playing. Only thing I can say for sure that I really think is not going to change right now is this D-Book step back and the PG escape moves. I think those are the two best for 6'5s and up, 6'5 to 6'9. But dribble style, I haven't even tried other ones. I heard Zach Levine was going to be the best one, so I went with it. All right, so this is the game. I'm just going to be eating some snacks and commentating over this pretty much. So this game happened probably yesterday as I'm recording this, so I don't know when this is dropping, when it's getting edited, nothing. But I'm just going to go down how I use this build. So, all right, so first things first, I didn't have the right takeover. So for some reason, my custom takes didn't save, so I didn't have pass act, which sucked because when I run the one in the rec, like I said earlier, I like to have pass act. So I'm using just straight perimeter defense and glue ability. Right here is just pretty much just driving downhill. It's so easy when you run the point just to like not rim run but then run straight, but you can pretty much just rim run and run straight. So this build being a primary slasher is kind of OP because you can shoot really easily this year, especially with the 89 midi. I got all the badges necessary to shoot contested shots, you can say. As long as you have a good jump shot. That I didn't show you guys either. That I meant to show you which dunks I'm using too. I guess I can show you guys that too in a different video. But just getting downhill with the build is really easy. You can shoot, like you can do everything with this build. Obviously with all the builds you can do everything, but I like this build because it's technically a tall guard, but it's also still small. If I could change a few things, I would make some minor tweaks because looking at it, I did make some mistakes, especially with the way my cap breakers are. But I'm still gonna make it work out because, like I said with the cap breakers earlier, there's plenty of things that you can do with the cap breakers to make this build even more all around. So you're probably wondering why I'm showing this gameplay because we're getting freaking waxed right now. I saved this game. We start to tee up a little bit, but me using this build, it's just an all around build. So sometimes in the rec, I run the 1, I run the 2. In park, I might run the 1 or 2 too. They're both perfectly fine. You can use this build as kind of the primary lockdown when you put perimeter, because if you have take, you have plus 15. If you're doing straight perim, you have plus 15. So you can guard small guards. You can guard the 6'8s too. You have to jump contest, but you can guard 6'8s. You can jump contest on 7'4s. You see easy 3-ball build can shoot. That's pretty obvious. But as long as you jump contest, you can contest anybody, quote unquote, as much as the game allows. You can be there. But one thing I guess I would change is his speed and agility. I wish I brought that up a little higher. Specialization on defense, that was more so for the max plus 2. I was thinking, I messed up when I made the build. I was thinking put my max plus 2 on ball menace, and I'll have that on Hall of Fame, but I don't. Or legend, I was thinking I only get it to Hall of Fame. I messed up in my brain. So if I chose a different specialization, it'll probably do shooting, to be honest, or playmaking, because then I'll just always have the max plus 2 on lightning launch. So if I did change it, it'll definitely be that. But I usually right here, easy dunks. The dunk meter sometimes gets really small, but for the most part, if you're driving and the lane's open, the green window is going to be so big that you're not going to miss a dunk as long as you just hold down and time it. And then the good thing this year also about the rec, with everybody being able to shoot, that's why I wanted to have the pass act, and I might change it later. I still don't know which game mode I'm going to be playing the most. That was a terrible shot by him. I don't know which game mode I'm going to be playing the most. So you see right there, I tried to hit R1 circle to do a bounce pass, but that's what I was about to say. I want more pass act with the build, because you can feel a difference with pass act being higher. Your passes are faster. They snap faster. So when somebody, like I have a 25 pass act on my lock, but that's for 2s. I do use them in the rec sometimes, but you can't throw the same passes you want to throw because you have that 25. So you can tell the difference with a higher pass act. I think with the cap breakers, I think I can get it to like an 87 or something like that. 86. I wanted the Tyrese pass style. Can't get it, but that's fine. I think with that higher pass act, it'll help me snap those passes faster. But I'm going to wait and see what the rest of the cap breakers I get from crew in the later seasons and from rep where I want to put those. Because like I said, there's so many options with this build. So many. So that's why I like this build too, is because of the options that you get with the cap breakers. So if you want to pass the ball more, you can put them, like I get optimizing your cap breakers to make the best build possible. Obviously I'm gonna make a more competitive build like later, a more meta, quote unquote. It's probably not gonna be better, but it's gonna be more fully realized when I get some more cap breakers and I'm like, okay, this build is pretty much Like I have all the cat breakers. Like once I make the build, I have 10 available cat breakers, and I can see the cat breaker screen. Because this is my first build. When I made them, I couldn't see the cat breaker screen, so I didn't know like steel was gonna give me +2 at an 85. So maybe I would have changed some things up. So it's not fully optimized, but it's all around and it gives you options that you want to use. And then another thing about this game too, I had the wrong SIGs on too. So I had my 2 SIGs on, quote unquote, my dribble SIGs. Like when I'm trying to combo dribble. So I dribble kind of more like left, right, like park all around, dribbling around the court. But when I play rec, you can't do that with 10 people. Well, you can, but with random rec and no spacing, like that's crucial. That's not happening. So I had the wrong SIGs on too. So the game was a little slow for me, but it picked up. And like I said, this game gets much more other sided. And then also he's a point guard, and I like running the 1 with him, but I did make him to run the 2. So I play with like when I originally made him, I plan on running the 2 more. So he can run both. That's another reason why he has a lower pass act. But that's another reason why I put the 73 pass act, because I didn't know pass act was going to give me +2s or +3s. So I said it was going to give me +1. I can get it from the 73 to the 78 for, I want to say that's like, it might be silver dimer. I want to say it is. So it's not gold dimer. It's not dimer. Versatile visionary, I think. It's something like that you get at the 78 pass act. So that's why I put it at a 73. So if it looks like a weird spot, that's why I put it there. Add a few extra attribute points to move around. If I could change it though, I would bring it back down to a 71, and then I'll put more speed in the Jill depending on how much that gives me. So I might even just put my later cat breakers there. So like there's so many options. I don't know which route I want to go with the build yet. So you see this guard trying to combo up, but with that perim, like he really didn't do much right there. But with that perim take, and that's +15 right now. So now that's a what? What's 85 and 95? That's a 99 perim. That's a 90. Oh no, I'm at +10. Never mind. So I'm at +10 perim. So that's a 95 perim with glue. So I'm getting body ups. I'm not moving around, like, so I can take that perimeter route and just put more cat breakers on offense and physicals. Like there's different methods to kind of utilize everything and make him even more all around and peaked. So that's the thing. So I still don't know where my specialization max +2. I'll probably keep on a movable though. Maybe, I don't know. It's so much. I can do interceptor. I can even, like, there's so many options. I could put his steel, use his cat breakers on steel later, and then max +1 his interceptor to get it legend. So there's so many options with this build. So I think this build is more fun. Obviously meta right now is looking like 6/8 because people are cheesing the lightning launch as a tier 2 badge. But there's so many options with this build. If you want a fun build that's not meta, that can still be competitive, I got my stuff snapped right there, but couldn't get the block. He has a low block too, high flying denier on bronze. I've gotten a few blocks. Obviously, it's not a 99, so it's not perfect, but it gets some blocks here and there. So at this point, we're pretty much just blitzing these dudes. They kind of started trolling a little, not trolling, but they started playing like some butt, and we started like just teeing up. So it's not really much different I could say about the build. Like I said, like time and time after again, it's so all around. It's really fun. The slashing this year is really easy. I'm not gonna say easy. It's fun. It's how it should be in my opinion. I messed up right there because I had the wrong SIGs on, but the slashing this year is it feels fun to use, and the way people are like this build, the way like people have to, I can't speak. People have to respect your jumpers, so they're gonna be up on you. So after that, once you do one move, you can literally just drive right past them and get easy dunks just like that, time and time and time and time and time and time after again, because people are so close to you. And then once they start respecting the dunk, it's easy threes. So it can dribble, it's fast, it can play defense, it's so all around, it can shoot. It's just a fun build to use, and depending on how you want to use your cat breakers with the build, if you do make it, and how you want to use your takeover, the build becomes even more all around and even more personalized to you. So it just gives you options with this build. Like you can sit behind a screen and just take shots with this build. You can drive and just be a straight slasher. You can become a lock, like you can become whatever you want to be with this build besides 7-4 center pretty much. And even with the cat breaker suit, you can put it on post control if you really want to get, like, say you're more sim nation, you want to take midi fades and post fades and all that. You can put your cat breakers on post control and you can get it up to like an 80, I think. Either 70 something or 80 something. I gotta look at it, but there's so many different options you can use with this build that makes this build fun. But yeah, this build pretty much. I don't know if this is the type of game he was looking for. We pretty much started blowing these people out the water, but it's pretty much how the rest of the game is gonna go. If I get a more competitive game, I'll definitely drop it too. But yeah, this was pretty much a just shows you the diversity of this build. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry for the pause. I did actually too. After this game, I played kind of with some comp players. It felt like it was a comp guard. We had two locks, and I actually was running the two, so I turned to a spot up. I literally just sat in the corner, no dipped everything, just no dip shots, and I became a corner sitter. So with the build, you can even become a corner sitter, and I was just sitting there. And then the game after that, we ran with them again. Game after that, I had an AI on me, so I took ball. So I started guarding ball, so I became the on ball lock pretty much. So this build can be used in so many different facets that just makes it fun. And I think that that's what we got to get back to. Like the 6-8s are cool and all. Looking at them, I made a 6-8 lock now, but the 6-8s are cool and all. But if you want like a fun build, just a build to joke around with, that's still all around. It's, in my opinion, is one of the better options. I haven't played around with too many other smaller builds or nothing, but I really do like the dunking this year. And another thing I was thinking of too with the cat breakers was putting it on layup. So if I put it on layup, I can get it up to, I want to say, a 80 something. And then if I put it up there, I can start getting more hops and euros, and then I can start using those in the dunks. So that's more options on how I want to use this build, depending on what type of style I want to do. Because I can make them a pure slasher and really cheese with the layups, or and then give them even a better floater package. Because right now I only got like Eric Gordon, Ben Simmons, and Zion. So there's a bunch of different options I can use with this build, and I feel like the unique height being 6'5", people aren't really making 6'5s, and I feel like that's always just been a weird height to make. People usually go like last year was 6'4s. People go like taller guards being 6'6", 6'7". People usually skip over to 6'5", but I really rock with it. I tried a 6'6", I tried a 6'7". I didn't really like it when I was making it in the beginning of the game when the game first came out, so I ended up going 6'5", and I wanted a taller guard because we already had a small guard on the team. Yeah, we pretty much just started whooping these dudes. I don't want to bore you just with starting to run up the court, but just to zoom past, just because this video is getting kind of long, I don't want to make it like a 30 piece. Ended up kind of just doing the same stuff, just running around. Let me try to just go to each time I score. Let me see, where did I stop at? I stopped going into the third. Another thing too is the pass style. I like sometimes I get weird passes, but when you know how to pass, and if I had the pass act take, this wouldn't be an issue right now. But easy pass there. We're at what, 23, because I got the open three. Every time I score or get an assist, I'll show you. We'll skip the defensive clips because it's pretty much just us blitzing stuff. So we got a bucket somewhere here. Let's see what the bucket was. They scored, so we come down, and I think I just took the free lane. So just like that. Sometimes if somebody's trying to press up on you, obviously it was a hit. You see how he has to catch up? Like his running is just weird. So free lane like that, just easy takes. Easy takes. We'll look at this because it looks like I played some type of defense. Did I? I was a little back. That was good help by him. Let's see. We got an assist here. I think I just threw it up, right? Yep, just threw it up. Little error pass, but that's just how the game is. So I think that's pretty much all I got into. 25 and 12. I don't think nothing else changes. Oh, we got 27 now. Free dunk up the court. No need to see that. Easy corner three. Like ball's just being swing. So yeah, there's not much else I can possibly say. You can see right here, ended off 32, 12, and 3 steals. I needed this 3 steals for my specialization, so I was doing that. But pretty much build is one of the more fun all-around builds. It's not just competitive and meta, but you can definitely use this build in competitive gaming if you wanted to play competitively. Obviously, like you said, like you guys saw in the beginning of the video, I'm red plated with the build. I use my lock too, so I can't say what my win percentage is, but I'm still playing around with the SIGs. That's why I didn't want to show it to you guys. My jumper, I like it, so I'll keep that. But if you guys do want the SIGs when I do finish this or get them all down, I'll definitely drop them. Same with my jump shot. I'll drop everything again just with a build update. But yeah, perfect game, 4 for 4, 13 for 13. My dude, oh, I don't know why that looked like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So you guys can see everything. This is when I was purple plated, but yeah, so that's the rec gameplay for you guys with the build. And Hope you guys enjoy it, and if not, I don't like you. Now I'm playing. I'll catch y'all in the next one.